All righty, and we got.
Recording in progress.
All right, greetings, or should I say Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. And we're back. This is part two of Rehoboam and Jeroboam made king. Rehoboam and Jeroboam made king. This is part two of Rehoboam and Jeroboam made king. This is Sabbath Assembly of the Righteous. We're here every quote unquote Sabbath. They call Saturday, but we're here every Sabbath at 12 p.m. noon. And we do part one and part two. This is part two. And don't forget, today is March 21st, 2026. March 21st, 2026. And I also like to say Happy New Year, everyone. The real New Year started in the spring when we had the new moon, which is the full dark moon. A lot of people say that the new moon starts at the slither, but the actual new moon starts in all blackness. Everything starts in blackness, and the new moon starts in the blackness. The all dark moon is the new moon, and it's the opposite of the full moon. The full moon is all light. The new moon is all darkness. And this was the new, there was the beginning, I believe it was on the 18th or the 19th. I couldn't see it because we still got it in our closet. And I know they do that so we don't see it. But, and I say down, I'm talking about the system. So we don't see, they put the chemtrails in the sky so we can't see the actual new moon when it comes. But we are in the new year. So now we got to start counting up for Passover. And then the days of unleavened bread. So we got to get started. This is actually our start. We got to start getting our house. We got to start ridding our house of the unleavened bread. So you got to start eating it up and getting it together, because we're not supposed to have any unleavened bread for 7 days coming in, which is in this new year, which is have already started after 10 days at this time. What was it? The 15th day, the 14th day. Then the 15th, I'll probably talk about that in a little bit. Probably go across that tomorrow. Today, we're here, but I won't go into that because I start talking about it. So I just wanted to let that be known because it came to my mind to speak on it. When stuff comes to my mind, I let it be known. So right now, we're in 1 Kings chapter 12. And just a small recap of the beginning of 12, verse 1, because we did the recap of chapter 11, that's part 1. So we're going to do a small recap going into 12, which we went from 1 to 15. And in the recap, Rehoboam was made king, and then they called for Jeroboam. They called from Jeroboam, and Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam and asked him to make their load lighter. Rehoboam did as any man should. He went and talked to the elders first. The elders told him, if you listen to the people and make the load light, they will follow you forever. So he listened to him. Well, I say he listened. Well, I mean, yeah, he listened to him. He didn't hear him. Remember, hear means to do. Listen is when you're observing conversation. So he listened to him, but he went to his friends, friends that he came up with, and they told him, man, you ought to not ought to, he said, make their burden harder and harder than what they can bear. And and he said, I don't know if they said make, but he said his baby finger is going to be thicker than Solomon's loins. I guess that's his stomach or his midsection. So his baby finger will be thicker than his father's loins. So, but when you read into that, when you get to verse 15, this was done of the Creator. The reason why, because his word has to be performed, and his word is not going to go void. So by him saying that this was done, verse 15, I'm going to read that, and I'm going to go into 16. Right here in verse 15, where it says, wherefore the king hearkeneth. You see it said hearkeneth, the word here is in there, meaning that this means to do, to perform. Wherefore the king hearkeneth not unto the people, for the cause was from the Creator, from Almighty Yah. that he might perform his saying, that the Creator might perform his saying, which Yah spake by Ahiah the Shulamite, unto Jeroboam the son of Nebat. And how you find that? If you go to 1 Kings chapter 11 and you start at verse 26 through 33, you'll understand why this happened in verse 15. So I always like to give conclusions and information and confirmation to what's being said. So now we're going to verse 16, starting. Now this is Israel revokes and make Jeroboam king. This is the heading at that point, and here we go. All right. Israel revokes and makes Jeroboam king. Verse 16. So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, the people answered. All right. Let me go ahead and get this. So when all Israel saw that king hearkened not unto them, the people answered the king, saying, what portion have we in David? What portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel, now see to thine own house. David, so Israel departed into their tents. So when Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, the people answered the king, saying, what portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. Now you see it's a colon there. So it seems here that right here when it says, to your tents, O Israel, now see to thine own house. David. It's got a comma, then it's David. So Israel departed to, so this is when Jeroboam was speaking here, I believe, at this point here, when it says, to your tents, O Israel. That's what it looked like anyway. O Israel, now see to thine own house, David. Or was this what they said? It's like this what they probably said to him, saying, what portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel. They might have been talking to themselves. Now see to thine own house, David. They probably told Rehoboam, see to your own house, David. That would sound like they said. That's why you got to go over it a couple of times to understand what's being said. See to your own house, David. So Israel departed into their tents. So he said, so what they said, we don't have no inheritance with you. We're going to see to our own house. But let's go ahead and see what's said. But as for the children of Israel, which dwell in cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. You see that? There you go. So that's what was being said. They were letting him know that they don't have no inheritance with you, David. They were letting them know right then and there. What portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance with the son of Jesse. So they said, we don't have no inheritance with you. To your tents, O Israel, said, telling everybody to go home. Now see to thine own house. Now he's telling him to see to your own house. So Israel departed. Common sense when you see it for what it said. That's why I like going over it a few times to let it sink in, let the Spirit really give me the understanding. Because we could have looked at it two different ways. But as you see it, you can understand that they're talking to him, and then they're talking to each other, and then they're saying, well, what inheritance do we have with you? You telling us this. We asked you this. Well, go ahead and do it. We're going our own. We going back to Samaria. Because remember, when you go back in the scriptures, David was over. He was made king over Jerusalem, which Benjamin is part of Jerusalem, but he was made king over Jerusalem. Then, what's his name? It was Joab and I forgot his name. Let me see if I find his name real quick. This is where he killed him. Joab killed him. What was his name? I'm finding his name real quick. His name is like on my tongue, but I'm like I'm seeing it, but I can't say it. Let me find it real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to 2 Samuel. Abner. There you go, Abner. Abner was the one who took Saul's son and made him king over the rest of Israel. David was king, and the people made David king over Judah. Then Abner was the one who came and said, and after David, after right over here, when it said in 2 Samuel 3, in verse 8, it says, then was Abner very wroth for the words of Ishaboth, and said, am I a dog's head, which which against Judah do show kindness this day unto the house of Saul, thy father, to his brethren and to his friends, and have not delivered thee into the hand of David, that thou chargest me today with a fault concerning this woman, which is his father's concubine. Then it said, verse 9, 2 Samuel chapter 3, verse 9. So do Yah to Abner, and more also, except as Yah have sworn to David, even so I do to him, to translate the kingdom from the house of Saul, and to set up the throne of David over Israel and over Judah. This is where, now right here is when David was made king over the full realm. As you read on down, you'll see this is where Abner talked to David, and you can read on down from this point. This is 2 Samuel chapter 3. Abner is the one who took David and put him over the rest of the tribes. So now David is over the full kingdom of Israel. But over here is when it gets split again. So at this point, David was king over all Israel. After that point, Joab killing Abner, because Abner killed their brother, which is two of them. Joab and his brother, which is the third brother. I think they were youngest brother, but he shouldn't have been messing with him, because Abner told him to go on, don't mess with me, man, you're gonna get killed messing with me. But that's what ended up happening. You have to read the story to understand the situation. But now, when we go back here where we at, now we understand right here when they said, what inheritance do we have with Jesse? And they departed to their own tents. But as for the children of Israel, which in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. So Rehoboam was over the children of Israel in Judea. The king Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones. Then King Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the tribute. Now, I guess he was going to collect money from the people from in the northern kingdom, which was Samaria. And all Israel stoned him with stones, that he died. Therefore, King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot to flee to Jerusalem. There you go. He got out of there. See? But that was of the Creator. He left there and went to Jerusalem, to flee to Jerusalem. There we go. Yep. I remember having this conversation years ago at the house of Israel, and I don't remember if they understood that it was of the Creator. They may have. That was a long time ago when I first got with the house of Israel, when I started learning other information. Verse 19. So Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day, as we can see. But wait till y'all get to verse chapter 13 next week. So Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day. I should have did that. See if I can still hit hit that. And it came to pass, when all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the congregation and made him king over all Israel. And there was none that followed the house of David, but the tribe of Judah only. Here you go, right there. Creator said he's going to do it. And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah with the tribes of Benjamin. You see there? He was over the tribe of Benjamin. 180,000 chosen men, which were warriors, to fight against the house of Israel, to bring the kingdom again to Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. All right. He went to go try to get the kingdom back. He didn't know what was going on. But the word of Yah came to Shemaiah, the man of Yah, saying, speak unto Rehoboam, okay? Letting them know. Speak unto Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and unto all the house of Judah and Benjamin, and to the remnants of the people, saying, okay, good. There we go. This is the Creator talking. Saying, verse 24, thus saith Yah, make sure everybody can see what's going on. Thus saith Yah, ye shall not go up nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel. Return every man to his house. For the thing is from me. They hearken therefore to the word of Yah, and return to depart according to the word of Yah. There we go. So they listen. It's good that they ain't try to go against it. And they knew that he was a prophet. There we go. Father said that it was from him. He let them know so they don't go up there, and because they'd have got whooped. They would have got whooped. You know why? Because they went against the Creator's word. Jeroboam leads Israel to sin. And there you go. This is where they go and got off track. But this is Israel today. Especially when you get into 13. Boy, I can't wait. Well, I'm sorry, I can't wait, but got some information for 13, y'all, for real. Jeroboam leads Israel to sin. Now, let's get in to see what Jeroboam did. Then Jeroboam built Shishim in Mount Ephraim, and went out from thence and built Penuel. Jeroboam built Shishim in Mount Ephraim. Remember I was telling y'all, Jeroboam is of the children of Ephraim, and dwelt therein. That's where he dwelt at, and went out from thence and built Penuel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David. Well, that's what he said. If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of Yah at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of his people turn again unto their father, unto Yah, even unto Rehoboam, king of Judea, and they shall kill me and go again to Rehoboam, king of Judea. So this is his thoughts. And Jeroboam said in his heart, he's thinking to himself, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David. 27. If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of Yah at Jerusalem, they go up to do sacrifice in the house of Yah at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again to their, it says, to their Lord, even to Rehoboam. They talking about the Rehoboam. We talking about their Lord Rehoboam the king, king of Judah. And they shall kill me and go again to Rehoboam, king of Judea. See, this is what he's thinking. Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves. Oh, there he go. Now, you know something? Guess what just hit me? Guess what just hit me, y'all? Guess what the doing of this is from? This is Solomon's doing. It just hit me. This is because of Solomon. Think about it. Solomon was doing the creator's work until he got old, and then he started worshiping other idols. There you go. That's the link. It just hit me. That was the link right there. See, the fact that Solomon fell off, even though the creator didn't kick him out to do well, the fact that Solomon fell off, the kingdom was split. Now, Jeroboam is thinking in his mind that, well, if they go to the creator, because that's where the temple was at. If they go there, they're going to kill me. They don't come back and kill me now that I'm king, because he knew that he was anointed to be king, but the father told him to follow him. So now, I guess in his growth or wherever, Solomon was doing the stuff that he was doing. Now he's going to start doing the stuff that Solomon was doing. He's going to start doing stuff that Solomon was doing, because Solomon went off the track. Still, the creator didn't take his favor from him. Well, I ain't gonna say his favor. He didn't take the favor, which is the kingdom, from him. He didn't take his mercy away from him. So Solomon was allowed to do what he did, and other people picked up on his traits. This is what I mean by being under people's if you under someone's authority. Perfect example. I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm not either one. Because when you come sovereign, when you become when you get into private, you're not a part of that system anymore. So I'm just going to give you an example, right? I'll give you an example. Remember what the Pledge of Allegiance is: to the republic for which it stands. The republic, all right? Which is actually, when you become sovereign, you come back under the republic of the Constitution, and the system, which is under the states, they can't mess with you. Not if you haven't done a real crime. What I'm sharing is this. Everything been switched. You have now, under the republic, or under the Constitution, you have right to travel without a permit. I had a conversation with these women last night about the same thing. You have a right to travel without permission, which is a permit. That what permit is, a permission, which is a license, which is a permission for you to travel upon the roads. But under the Constitution, you don't need that. But the people have been brainwashed. If you've been brainwashed, and then you've been taught the brainwashing of the real truth to a lie, and if you've been taught that lie and continue to be taught lies, and then you teach your children the lies that was taught to you, then you teach those children the lies that taught to you, now you are ingrained in the lies compared to the truth. You can go back and read the truth and see the truth and then start trying to live the truth, but the people have been embedded in the lie. So when you bring truth, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. They don't know what you're talking about. So when you start bringing truth, and people start seeing the truth of the matter, excuse me, y'all. When you start bringing truth out and start letting people see the real truth, they think you crazy. And what it says in Isaiah 5:20, people should think the good is evil, and they should think the evil is good. That's what's going on today. No different than the Creator said in the second commandment: thou shalt not bow down thyself to them nor serve them, for I, thy Father, am a jealous Father, visiting the iniquity, the ignorance upon the fathers, upon the children, upon the parents, upon the children, unto the third, which is the Greek, and the fourth Roman generation of them that hate me. But in this day and time, people have went from the Constitution and the Republic for what it stands to Republican and mainly a Democratic stance. And when they're under that, their mind is thinking, oh, how many people have went under the Biden administration, the Kamala administration, and long before Obama administration? Now we have, well, they had, I don't know if they're still doing that because I don't hear nothing about it, same-sex marriage, abortions, all the stuff that's against the Creator, they think is good. They've been taught these things. They've been showed and shared and pushed upon people. They think the evil is good, and they think the good is evil. No different than what happened right here with Jeroboam. Now Jeroboam, he could have started doing the same thing that they were doing over in Jerusalem. He could have started doing the Creator's ways if he knew him, unless he was that brainwashed and didn't know him. And he just started, he could have been doing the Creator thing, still doing the exact same thing the Creator doing, just he was doing it in the northern kingdom. But in his mind, he thinking of the temple that was made. And people might start going to the temple. But if he just started doing the same thing in Samaria, it would have been it would have been doing, the Creator still would have been getting his just, because that's what the Creator told him to do. Just follow my ways and things that the Creator told him to do. The Creator probably knew he was going to go his way. I don't know if he did or didn't. I don't know. But I'm just giving him a point of view. He could have still been doing the things that the Creator wanted him to do, but he decided to go totally different, and he started doing what Solomon did. And by doing what Solomon did, he was taught, and the people was taught that because Solomon went out the way. So this was Solomon's doing. I'm just being honest with the facts. Now, even though Solomon started off right, the Creator got angry with Solomon, but he didn't take his mercy away. But that don't mean he wasn't angry. No different that he's angry with us today, but a lot of us still have mercy on him. What did it say in the second commandment? But showing mercy, which is great, unto 1,000 of them that love me and keep my commandment. The Creator saying in Exodus chapter 33, I will be gracious unto whom I will be gracious. I will show mercy unto whom I will show mercy. The Creator said that. He said it to Moses. And this is throughout when the Creator speaks, he mean it on and who anybody throughout time. If the Creator speak it, you got to understand it. That's what he mean. He don't mean it for just that one individual. Sometimes it can look like he's talking about one individual, but he's talking about different individuals as you go on throughout time, because the Creator said it. Well, no, that was for Moses, this and that. When he talked about prophets, when they said, Moses, you speak with us, the people were saying Moses. The Creator said he's going to set up a prophet, but a prophet is prophets in the lineage of Israel. This is where understanding comes in at. The more we get understanding, the more we grow in the knowledge that we need to know. See what I'm saying? So, back over here with Jeroboam, right? So it says right here, verse 28. Maybe past that, but we're going to hit 28. Whereupon, I'll go with 27. He said, if this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of Yah at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again to their Lord. Talking about even into, because he got lower Lord. That means to their Lord, even to Rehoboam, king of Judah, and they shall Judah. It's J is really wide. And they shall kill me and go to Rehoboam, king of Judea. Excuse me. Verse 28. Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold and said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold, he said, these is their gods. Behold thy gods. Oh boy. But guess where he got that from? Remember, Jeroboam stayed in Egypt. He left. He left from he left when Solomon heard that was going to happen. He left. Excuse me. He left because he knew Solomon was going to get him. So he left, went to Egypt, and the king of Egypt loved Rehoboam. He loved him. When he got ready to go back, when he heard that Solomon died, he's ready to go back. The king of Egypt said, well, why you go? Haven't I treated you good? He said, yeah, but I'm going to go back anyway. He was in Egypt long enough to learn and understand their living. The king of Egypt is where he was at, and he adapted to their customs. This is why you got to study to know. And every time they left Egypt, then they always come up with a calf. He made 2 calves here. But when they left Egypt in the wilderness, remember they made a golden calf? See, this is Egypt's, this might be one of the god or the god of Egypt, or Mizraim, how do you want to call it. This was a god in that, I don't want to say territory, but in Egypt or in Mizraim. So he made 2 calves. And said unto the people, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold, thy deities, thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land. You see that? He had the nerve to say these guys brought him up out of Egypt. Took them back. Dang. That's crazy. Crazy. This is out of his mind. Creator then anointed him, and he done went this way. Built in Penuel. It's something about Penuel there because there's something that Solomon did about that Penuel, Penuel. I've seen that somewhere over here. Well, I don't know exactly. I remember seeing that in the Father. I don't know if the Father said anything about it, but I remember seeing that name. I remember seeing it. I can't see exactly where it's at because I ain't ran across it yet. But I remember seeing Penuel, and I don't know. Can't exactly remember where it was, but I remember seeing that word because I think no, that's Paran, and they came out of Paran. Nope, not there. So I remember seeing the word Penuel. And I thought that was probably another deity. But I don't see it. I ain't going to worry about it. But I remember seeing that word before. Penuel. Penuel. All right. But let's keep it moving. Verse 29. And he set the one in Bethel and the other he put in Dan. You see that? So now he done separated. Just in case the people can't come so far, he put one in Bethel and he put another one in Dan. And he set the one in Bethel and the other he put in Dan. And this thing became a sin for the people went to worship before the one even unto Dan. And he made a house of high places and made priests of the lowest. And this is why I'm going to get in 13 as well. And made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi. You see that? See that? Oh, this right here. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. I'm trying to see how I want to get this. I want to make sure I keep up these certain points. People of the lowest, which were not of the sons of Levi. I get all that right there. Which were not of the sons of Levi. And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month. 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judea, and offer up. You see that? The 8th month. But it's supposed to be the 7th month. You see that? Guess what that was? The Day of Atonement. See, and Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month. A feast in the 8th month on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judea. And he offered upon the altar, so did he in Bethel, sacrificing unto the calves that he had made. And he placed in Bethel the priests of the high place which he had made. Bethel. This is the one that a young prophet gonna come to next week. Of the high place which he had made. So he offered upon the altar which he had made in Bethel the 15th day of the 8th month. Even in the month which he had devised of his own heart. You see that? He did this. It's not even the creator's word. And ordained a feast unto the children of Israel, and he offered upon the altar and burnt incense. You see that? See that? This goes to show that people do what they want to do. This is where people come up with all different type of religions, all different things that they want to do, and they want to give it to the people and tell people like Kwanzaa. Where did Kwanzaa come from? Oh, Kwanzaa was made up because this that. With all these other so-called, I'm not even just going over the holidays that we know regularly. I'm talking about this new stuff that's coming up. People make up and do what they want to do, and they try to justify it, and they follow it. And I just threw Kwanzaa out there because that's not anything that's something that's a lately made religion or lately made holiday, as you want to call it. June 13th, the 19th, matter of fact, June 19th. And I'm not going to, it's just things that has happened people want to make religion out of or make a holiday out of to remember certain things. But that's not, all this stuff is happening because of our ignorance and our disobedience. We went through this stuff because of our disobedience. Now we're trying to make something up because we're coming out of it. We got to get back to the beginning. That's the problem we have today. But the people don't know it, nor can they see it. They don't even understand it. That's the sad part in this whole situation. They can't even see the fault that they're in because they're trying to go with something that's made up. Like I said, down the line, you teach certain things. Somebody, we come out of slavery, so we're gonna make a holiday or a holy, no different than Martin Luther King Earth Day. They made a day for Martin Luther King. People worship that day and rest on that day or whatever that day. I'm not saying, he is nothing but another Israelite that got on and off the ladder. The Jacob's ladder, y'all remember that story? Jacob's ladder? We all are doing the work on Jacob's ladder. Ascending and descending on and off the ladder. That's what we're doing. Making our way to the kingdom because the cradle was at the top. Jacob was at the bottom. A lot of people don't have no understanding. That's why we're here. So this is the end of Jeroboam and Rehoboam and Jeroboam made king. This is where we at. 1 Kings chapter 13, though. That's just going to be called next week. 1 Kings chapter 13. I ain't going to give it no other name outside of that because this is what it is. 1 Kings chapter 13. That is one of my favorites. And we got some stuff next week. But right now, I would like to know first, Kaz, Bev, Miss Joe, because y'all the only ones that's with me right now. Is there anything y'all like to share according to the last part of 1 Kings chapter 12? Anybody? Anybody in the house? Like everybody going to sleep. I guess not then. So, other than that, I think this was pretty good. It was a pretty good read. There you go. Come on, Kaz or Bev. Which one y'all speaking?
No, sir. It's no, Bev.
Is Sister Bev? I'm listening to you, Sister Bev.
No, I can't speak. I haven't got anything.
I know you probably you're tired. I got you, but it's good to hear your voice.
No, I'm not tired. I'm not tired. I'm going.
You can't express yourself.
I got you. It's all right then. I apologize then. Sorry to ask you then, Sister Bev.
The words won't come.
I got you. Well, what about yourself, Cass? Still love you, Bev. Glad you're here.
Okay, where did we stop?
Where you want to.
No. You stop at 13?
Yeah, no, we ain't started 13. That's next week. You must not been here.
Not chapter 13, no.
Oh, you mean verse 13? Yeah. Well, we started back at we started back up.
15.
Exactly. 16. We ended at 15. We started at 16.
Now my time is different from yours, you see, so it's kind of a kitchen time.
I got you.
Okay. Interesting part there was the fact that he had all these wives, and that one son there now is going to be cut off. He will never produce anything for him. I think that's where I got to. I think it gives me a lead onto Hosea 4, verse 10, where he said, where are we? They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase. Remember that part?
And Jose?
Yeah, it's just a connection to there to say what the other son described that he will not produce, or there won't be any inheritance from him to Solomon. Am I getting it wrong?
Yep. Cause you and Jose, you say Jose 4 and 10. I'm trying to see where that connects here. Let me check it. It says, for they shall eat and not have enough. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase, but they have left off to take heed to Yah. That's true, but that is pertaining to they eat up sin of my people and they set their heart on their iniquity. That's just something they took. See, those what you call them notes. That's did by them heathens. What they did, they just go in and they find something to connect to put with what the story is going on.
What I'm saying is that oh gosh, I missed the whole thing. He came on. Solomon became king
Right.
in an early stage.
Right.
But then this boy now he came on. He was like I think 40 somewhere there, much older, but yet still he had no wisdom. He didn't get none of that from his father.
Well, remember this right here. This is where you starting from. You starting from 1, or you starting at 15 or 16?
Down to 15, move on, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, 15. You know, it talked about this was 15. It talks about this was of the father of the creator. That is, it was of the creator that he might perform what he was saying according to the prophecy they was telling the prophet. But when you move from 16 on through, this is talking about Jeroboam. All this mainly is talking about Jeroboam, who he's not a son of Solomon.
Right.
So Jeroboam, yeah. So I don't know what that part is that you was reading on the footnotes, but Jeroboam, he actually started doing these different situations because he, as I was sharing earlier, he was in Egypt for a long time until Solomon passed. When Solomon passed, he came back. When he got to be in the rulership and coming over, now he's starting to think, well, these people might go back down there and start worshiping the Creator, and they may want to kill me. He made 2 calves, one in Bethel and one in Dan, to hit him. And then he not only made 2 calves and said, he had nerve to say, this is the God that brought the people up out of Israel. Out of Egypt. I said, this man went backwards and went crazy to me. The Creator told him in chapter 11 that he told the prophet. The prophet came and told him. Let me tell you what the prophet told him. He said, right here in verse 33, I stopped in 33 before, but let me go ahead and pick back up in 33. 1 Kings 11:33 says, because that they have forsaken me and worship Ashtaroth and the goddess of the goddess of the Zidonians, Shemoth, the god of Moabites, and Milcom, the god of the children of Ammon, and have not walked in my ways to do that which is right in my eyes, and to keep my statutes and my judgment, as did David his father. Howbeit I will not take the whole kingdom out of his hand, but I will make him prince. I will make him prince all the days of the life of David my servant's sake, whom I have chose because he kept my commandments and my statutes. But I will take the kingdom out of his son's hand. He's talking about Rehoboam, and will give it unto thee, even 10 tribes. This is when the Shulamite was talking to Jeroboam and said he's going to give him the 10 tribes. And unto his son will I give 1 tribe, which is Rehoboam, that David my servant may have a light always before me in Jerusalem, the city which I have chosen me to put my name there. And I will take thee, and thou shalt reign according to all that thy soul desires. You see that? Thy soul desire, and shalt be king over Israel. This is the Creator talking to Jeroboam, but that part right there I marked for a certain purpose. He said, and I will take thee, and thou shalt reign according to all that thy soul desire. Whatever you want to do, and shall be king over Israel. But right here it says, And it shall be, if thou wilt hearken unto all that I command thee, and wilt walk in my ways, and do that is right in my sight, to keep my statutes and my commandments, as David my servant did, that I will be with thee and build thee a sure house, as I built for David, and will give Israel unto thee. That's what the Creator told Jeroboam. But Jeroboam over here, he done went backwards. But remember, after then, Jeroboam went into Egypt, and he started staying in Egypt. Either he forgot what the Creator said through the prophet, or he was afraid that he didn't believe in the Creator like he should. But hey, who am I to say? I'm just going by what I'm reading. Excuse me. So I'm just asking Cass to get some feedback from you on the point of what we read right then from 16 on through to the end, which is verse 33 in 1 Kings chapter 12. But that's where we are. Miss Joe, she ain't said nothing, so she must be going to sleep. She was there with us for a minute.
Somebody else is there.
To finish up here and then go to sleep, because we all in class. But yeah, it's that time, because I'm about to go get me some rest in a few minutes.
I hear you.
But other than that, I like to thank everybody for coming who all did come. Let me see if I got anybody on the side over here. We got Yasha Allah is watching. You have anything you want to say according to the information? I don't know if you just got in on Facebook. Nobody on Instagram and YouTube. Everybody's still gone. But we had a couple people come in for a few moments. But other than that, we'll go ahead and get ready to end part 2 of Rehoboam and Jeroboam made king in First Kings chapter 12. Next week gonna be a doozy, y'all. Next week gonna be a doozy. This is one of my favorites too. It's information people need to know, because I got experience according to chapter 13 that's gonna be we're gonna have next week. I have experience that I'm gonna share with you on that in that right there. Exact same experience but almost exact same, but I turned. So other than that, just want to share with everybody that I am that Mikael in Daniel chapter 12, verses 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's me. Showing the holy people who they're really supposed to be. Waking them out of their dead beds, which is really in their heads. For all of you who's living in the new, this is for you. I'm the same Mikael in Revelations 12, battling that red dragon where Satan dwell, who deceiveth the whole world but prevaileth not, because the horn is blown without a doubt. This was prophesied for you to see that Mikael is really me. And we get ready to end the information today in our book of Samuel with the benediction. We get ready to read out of Numbers chapter 6, verse 22 through 27. Numbers chapter 6, verse 22 through 27. And it states, And Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yah bless thee and keep thee. Yah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yah lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. His name is the law, and we put the law upon the children of Israel, and Yah will bless them. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shekebo Vakuto Violam Vaed. Hallelujah. Hear, O Israel, Yah Father is one Father. Blessed be thy glorious kingdom forever and ever. Hallelujah. Thank you, Father, for the word that you've given today. Thank you for us coming together, meeting and growing and building in your word, your law, and your way. We bless you, praise you, and thank you for all you've done, been doing, and plan to do. We ask you to keep leading us, guiding us, that we may help lead and guide others into your knowledge, your will, your ruach, and your way. In your holy word, in the Sabbath, we pray. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise you, Almighty. So, right now, we're at the end of. Say what?
Get some sleep now.
Oh yeah, in a few minutes. Soon we let everybody know that if you will, if you'd like to get in contact with us, you're welcome to text me at 770-572-5315. That's 770-572-5315. You can text me and let me know if you're interested in the class that we will be telling you at the end of this point of view. Which is Introduction to Solving Classroom Knowledge, which we have on Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. or at 9 p.m. So if you're interested in that, just let me know by text me and tell me you want to know more about solving classes. Again, at 770-572, excuse me, 770-572-5315. Or you can email me at lkhyym@gmail.com. Again, that's lkhyym@gmail.com. Also, you can connect with me on the platforms that we're doing. And the platform that we have, one of them is my YouTube. There's my YouTube and also my X, formerly known as Twitter. That's YouTube and X, formerly known as Twitter, which is Juice Pro 33. That's JUICEPRO 33, all one word all together. JUICEPRO 33, all one word. Excuse me. Please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share on there. And that's Juice Pro 33 on YouTube and also on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can also connect with me on Facebook. And my Facebook page is Mikael Harris, which is spelled MI''CHAEL space HARRIS. Again, MI''CHAEL space HARRIS. Now, that was Facebook. If you'd like to get in contact with me on my Instagram and one of my TikToks. My Instagram and one of my TikToks is L'chaim_the juice, which is spelled LKHYYL, excuse me, _ THEJUICE. Again, that's LKHYYM _ THEJUICE. My other platform, which is my other TikTok and my other YouTube. My other TikTok and my other YouTube is located at Michael the Juice Harris, which is spelled MICHAELTHEJUICE. Excuse me. HARRIS. Again, all together, one word. MICHAELTHEJUICE. All one word. Excuse me, y'all. Sleep is trying to come down on me now, y'all. I'm feeling it. Also, now that was Instagram. Nope. That was Facebook. That was my Twitter. No. Oh boy, see, it's coming on me. That was my YouTube and my other TikTok. Michael the Juice Harris, all one word. Now, if you'd like to see the full version, you always come in on my patreon.com and rumble.com. My patreon.com and rumble.com. Oh, excuse me. patreon.com/LKHYYM. Again, that's patreon.com/LKHYYM and rumble.com/LKHYYM. Now, for the full version, which is what we just shared, patreon.com and rumble.com. Those was for the full version if you'd like to connect with them on there. Also wanted to share with you that now for the platforms, which is on YouTube and coming to the ones that we have. Excuse me, this stuff is coming on me, y'all. All of a sudden. You can connect with me on, let's just say today, which is the Sabbath, which is called the Assembly of the Righteous. Sabbath, Assembly of the Righteous, is on the Sabbath day, which is today, 12 p.m. noon, 12 p.m. noon Sabbath, which is the the Assembly of the Righteous on the Sabbath day at 12 p.m. noon, Eastern time. Also, we have night after tomorrow, which is Sunday night, the night after Sunday. We have Fight Fire with Truth. That's Fight Fire with Truth, night after Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then we have Mikael's Knowledge of Truth at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's Mikael's Knowledge of Truth, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And Mikael's Knowledge of Truth, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Then we have on Tuesdays, we have Introduction to Solving Class of Knowledge. That's Introduction to Solving Class of Knowledge on Tuesdays at 7:30 a.m. or at 9 p.m. That's 7:30 a.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern time, excuse me. And like I always say, that's private. We're not on the public at that time. That's on Zoom only. And what we'd like for you to do, if you're interested, please text me your name, number, and email. Again, text me your name, number, and email at 770-572-5315. 770-572-5315. Woo, y'all. And I guess I shared with you that was at 7:30 a.m. and at 9 p.m. night after Tuesday and at 7:30 a.m. Tuesday morning. Other than that, y'all, I thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. It's hit me strong, y'all. And I got to get ready to go. I'm going to see you soon. I'm going to give me some rest. Other than that, we're going to close it up. We're done. Love you. Appreciate love you. I'm going to say bye first over here to Zoom. Sister Bev, you and Kez, y'all hold it down. I'll look for y'all tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Love y'all. I'm going to see y'all soon. My baby Joe, she might already be out because she ain't saying nothing. So I'm about to go down there and join her. Love y'all, brothers and sisters. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow night.
All right.
Peace.
Recording stopped.
There we go. Woo. And for, let's see over here on Instagram. I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. See you soon. Hope you enjoyed today and always. Peace. Excuse me. All right. That's Instagram. Over here on Facebook. I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. Have a great one. See you soon and always. Peace. and over here on YouTube Live. Oh. Sorry about that. Drop you. Getting tired, y'all get some rest. But other than that, I'm glad whoever's here, I'm glad you're here. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of the Sabbath. I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you, and always. Peace.